Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Ecliptic Spiritualist channel. I'm Ranita, and I'm going to get right into this wonderful divine feminine reading coming in this week for you. Just give you a tidbit about this particular reading. It is spiritually guided. Also, we offer the 4 faces of the divine feminine in our master classes on Saturdays at 9:30 a.m. And we go into depth about the divine feminine in the 4 faces, the archetypes, and so much more. So let's get it in. All right. I don't like to assume that you understand the divine feminine, but the divine feminine is all in all of us, whether we're male or female gender. She is a powerful force that's been around for ages, along with our mental concept in our minds that help us in our emotions and the balance of our thinking, along with lunar moon being a divine energy force that helps us on a daily basis, that gives us new opportunities to be brand new each day while she goes through all of the zodiac signs. And then we have the divine masculine energy that's full of the sun energy, that's the dominant during the day. Even though at this time, if you look out into the sky, you will certainly see the divine feminine, which is our mother moon, which you'll see her early in the mornings and sometimes throughout the day. Later on in the day, she's out there because we're at a full 12-12 balance in our equal equilibrium of the earth, because while we're in autumn season, we're at 12-12. So everything is even in hours. Okay. But as we move more into the autumn and move into winter solstice that takes place in December, you'll have the longer darkness. And then what will happen in February, things will start becoming more daylight versus more darkness. Okay, so that is a part of the divine feminine and going within, working in our emotions. So I'm going to get started in going to my goddess cards, as she wants to share a divine feminine message for you. What do you have to say to the card? I'm going to my goddess cards. These are my private deck, but I've been using it in our North Node community coven that meets on Saturdays in the master class. And Spirit has been speaking through the divine feminine through the goddess cards here. This is my personal deck, but I'm sharing it with you. So let's get in. When I mean personal, I don't use it for open readings. I only use this for me, and then I only use this particular deck right now for the North Node Community Connection master classes on Saturdays. So join us, okay? So what do you have to say, divine feminine? All right, boundaries, okay? Ashtar is speaking, and this is actually, Goddess Ashtar is in this energy right now as we're moving into new moon. She's part of the fall energy goddess, and she's standing here to love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy, okay? Set up boundaries. Love yourself enough. The divine feminine said, set up your boundaries so that way that people aren't putting demands on your time and energy. That way you're giving more energy to yourself, preparing yourself, as the divine feminine is saying, especially as we move into eclipse season and Scorpio season, which will be on the 22nd of December. So join our new moon in Scorpio altar vigil that is up on the website for $12.97 per candle per intention. So guard your boundaries, set up boundaries. Sometimes people don't even have boundaries. They just let everybody run into the time and space and just an open book. Whereas you can set up be in control, okay? And then we have Sidnai. Sidnai is saying here, infinite supply. You are supplied for tomorrows and you are supplied for your todays and all of your tomorrows. Okay, and what she is sharing here, divine infinite and divine feminine, she is sharing here that you don't have to worry about where your income is coming from, where your income is coming from today, and your supply of income will always be for the days to come. Okay, and that also ties into working, having your own business, having reigns of income, streams of income, because if you are tapped into the divine feminine, you are always provided for. There is a balance between logic where you're working, and then there's a balance of working in your spiritual side of you, taking down time to listen to the divine feminine, listen to spirit, to know that you are covered. You are covered forever and evermore. Abundance is flowing and prosperity is flowing in your life. No man or woman controls your abundance and prosperity. This is where you have to get time and meditate, to sit, to trust and believe. Okay? And then we have Kali, Kali Ma, and she's saying endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. The old must be released so the new can enter. Okay? Now, what Kali Ma goddess here is saying with the divine feminine, she is sharing that you have to turn away from the old and accept the new. She's giving me an illustration from when Sodom and Gomorrah. I don't know why that's coming through about that particular message, but Kali Ma wants me to share that about this lotus in this third eye. And the Sodom and Gomorrah was about, I'm just going to the women that was leaving. And Spirit shared with them when they were leaving this particular place. And this can be an illustration. You're leaving from a particular place in your life and not to look back. And when she looked back, she turned into a pillar of salt. One, she didn't follow the command that was given to her to keep moving forward. And you're being told that if you look back at what was, you're going to be a pillar of salt, meaning that you turn into dust in what you was. But when you're moving forward into the next stage of your life, you having an open window, an open paradigm to shift. Okay, and this is also divine feminine, is also aligning this with the eclipse season that's coming in. Eclipse season will kick in on the 22nd along with this new moon. And what that opportunity will bring in is that if you're setting your intentions with this new moon, it brings new moon and eclipse seasons coming in. You will have combustions of pow, pow, pow of change, immediate changes. But if you continue to look back and not move into this quantum leap with the eclipse and this new moon, you will stay the same within the next year or two. Okay? And that you don't want if you're hearing this message. And this is a message from the divine feminine. Okay? So those are the cards for that. Thank you, goddesses, for bringing that in. Now, I'm going to the tarot. What do you have to say to the collective? What do you have to say to the collective? All right. Now, this message here is aligning itself with what the goddesses have to say, but also go to the uplifted message that is already up. I'll link it at the end of this video. This is also tying into that message. The divine feminine is tying into this message. So the Hangman comes in. And what the Hangman is saying to you from the divine feminine is saying is that you are positioning yourself, okay, to balance between two different worlds. Now, this world, the divine feminine is saying, the world is the old and the new. And the new world for you is what your true journey is, the next steps for your life. The true journey of not making the same mistakes as you once made in your life, and taking this spiritual journey of moving forward will be a big step of gratification. All right. And then we have where you're positioning yourself to move with more fastness, with more fury. I feel what divine feminine is fury. Okay, and when I'm trying to say fury, F-I-E-R-Y, that has a lot to do with fire, with speed. And this particular energy is going to be swift, divine feminine is saying, for you to move forward into your royal position in your life. Okay, and it also has to do with opportunities if you position to move yourself into this new. Okay, now also she's sharing with me about Mars being in placement in retrograde with Gemini, and that's going to bring about a lot of two different personalities. One of settledness, that you have been working on, being humble, being able to listen, and then the other part is about I'm going to be this rebel, and I'm going to move, and I want to be different than what others have expected of me of the past, and what I have previously been unexpected about yourself. That's what the divine feminine. And then I am here to hold you, the divine feminine, from your wounds. You have been healed from your wounds with this Four of Pentacles. As I hold on to you, and you are bandaged. But that doesn't mean because now that you're moving through as the divine feminine that you don't move through your wounds. That's the best part, is moving through your wounds if you have learned from them. And that is what she's saying that you have. Okay, you have moved through them. Continue to move through your wounds, through your healing. Okay, in the matters of, I'm hearing, and if there's children watching, I want you to click out of that part, because I do have teens and children that watch, that there may have been some sexual abuse that have taken place, and some verbal abuse that has taken place, and it has been healing for you during this past several months. Okay, and this is why the head is bandaged and the hands are bandaged, because your wounds are being healed, and you continue to work on that. Don't let anybody take that from you. And then we have the Six of Wands, Six of Swords. Okay, and so here, this is still you in transport. Okay, you still transporting, you still in position, the divine feminine is saying. And this does align itself with the uplifting message. Check that out. That is up. That divine feminine is saying you're moving through. You're moving through. Okay. And she's saying still waters are still ahead. And that means moving forward. Still waters sometimes are just kind of flat, and then you can move through them with the paddle easily without any kind of any backlash, but also it's more pushing forward. All right. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. And the other card was in reverse as well. But in this position in here, you are also choosing your finances, meaning your leadership in your finances, to review them, the divine feminine, and continue to put them in the right position, so that way you counting your money, and that way you're successful with your money, with investments. Keep looking at investments, the divine feminine, and that means taking what you have and making well with what you have. Always simply because what Spirit is saying, the divine feminine is saying, simply, to have more is not always more. Okay, you have to look at what you have, and then what she's saying is that she will make room. You will make room. The divine feminine will make room for you to have more time and more money. That you're not part of which the hustle culture. Having 5 different jobs to make a way is not the energy the divine feminine wants you to have. She's moving you in a direction of more is not always more. Okay, work less, have more in developing your stream. So keep that. And you got a lot of business ideas. Continue to develop them. Okay, so that's what the divine feminine has to say there. And then I'm going to give you the messages from the guides from the divine feminine as well here. So the first card that came up was be of service. Be of service. Be of service, the divine feminine is saying. Use your service, your volunteerism, that is passionate to your heart to fuel you. And that will bring in access to you. And I'm hearing about grants, the divine feminine is saying. Grant opportunities for organizations that you have passion about, that's closest to your heart. Be of service, and then you will also, that passion will also fuel income for you as well. Know your truth. Know your truth. Know your truth is know who you are. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. You don't have to yell and scream. Sometimes you do. Be prepared beforehand, the divine feminine is saying, but know your truth, speak your truth, be your truth. Okay? Do that, and you will be rewarded. And those that no longer need to be in your life won't be in your life. But you also, the divine feminine is saying, have to be willing to let go. Let go. Okay, and then we also hear you are here for a reason. The divine feminine is saying you are here for a reason. How beautiful is that? Sometimes we can lose track of why we're here. Don't know why we're here. Get so disgusted in divine feminine with certain things that why am I here? Well, you're here for a reason. Continue to listen to the divine feminine. Take time, meditate to hear your purpose. And our purposes do change through our cycles. They don't stay the same. And be willing to accept that. Last year's purpose may be different than this purpose. In your 20s, your purpose may be different than your 30s. Your 50s purpose is going to be different than your 40s. And be okay with that. You are ever evolving spiritual being. Okay? You shift, you change. So you are here for a reason. Okay? So take this divine feminine reading, listen to it, get a snack, write it up, put it in your journal to hear what is here for the divine feminine message for you. I love you for watching today. Don't forget to contact me for personalized psychic readings that will change your life, along with conjure work that I do offer, as well as I mentioned the new moon in Scorpio coming out, $12.97 per candle per intention. That's on the website. Masterclasses in the 4 types of the divine feminine is up. Check out the offers on the website. Be open to hear this message. Share it with someone else. Don't just look at an aesthetic or me as an aesthetic. If I don't have enough pizzazz up here, the message is the message, and it is from the divine feminine. The purpose of the message is to change your life, and I am the messenger for that. I love you very much. Continue to grow and go. Like, share, and subscribe. That is my request. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification so that I can come up into your algorithm and show up here in these social media platforms. Most importantly, join my website by signing up so you can see the offers that's there and much more. Join our North Node Community Coven on Patreon. I will see you later. Comment down below Divine Feminine message and how it helps you. See you later. Bye-bye.